has been the weirdest mixed bag day of hiking. It's went from forest to desert to forest to desert to forest. You really know you're in Arizona whenever you keep jumping back and forth between those two. Ooh, look at that view. It's been a long day, but I finally made it to Pine. Oh, at least the Pine trailhead. I gotta go out to the road and see if I can hitch. Whoa! So an interesting turn of events today. I didn't film towards the end of the day because I ended up having a really rough day, some really hard terrain, and I went ahead and pushed a 22 into Pine. Really needed some town food, and I also hadn't talked to Snuggles in a few days, so I wanted to get in here to get some service to talk to her. And as I was standing out on the road trying to hitch and thumb it into Pine, the Arizona Trail Association Jeep drove past me and they stopped to give me a hitch, and I met the director of the Arizona Trail named Sean that lives here in Pine, and he brought me into town. He dropped me off at a restaurant and then actually offered me a place to stay for the night. So I am in his digs, as you can kind of see. I'm gonna get some sleep and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Day 6? What happened to day 5, you might be asking yourself? Well, when I got to Pine, I had hiked 85 miles in 4 days to Pine, and I decided that I could either continue south, and by the time that I would be at a place that Snuggles could pick me up, or somebody could pick me up, I would have hiked like another 140 miles. And I wasn't really feeling it. Didn't want to put that many miles in. So instead, what I decided to do was I got a ride from Pine back up to Flagstaff, and then I met up with Snuggles. Yesterday, I took a 0 day, mainly just because by the time I got here and would have got back up on the trail, it would have been too late to start hiking again. And I've decided that there were 2 pieces of trail that I really wanted to, 1, re-hike, and 2, hike because I hadn't hiked it before. 1 was a section of trail called Snow Bowl. And if you remember from last year on my videos, when I was bike packing, I rode through there. The problem was I was in such a rush to get into Flagstaff, I didn't get a chance to really enjoy that section of trail. It was really beautiful. Big aspen groves. Something I really wanted to enjoy but just didn't get to. So 1, I really wanted to re-hike that. And then 2, I wanted to hike a section of trail that I didn't get to do last year. So when you're coming into Flagstaff, there's 2 different routes of trail. There's one called the Flagstaff Urban Route that if you are resupplying in Flagstaff, you take that route and it kind of cuts right into the heart of downtown. If not, you take the more traditional Arizona Trail route called the Equestrian route that goes around Flagstaff about 30 miles. So, you know, why not? That's the great thing about section hikes. You don't really have a planned itinerary. You don't have to necessarily be somewhere or make miles. So you can kind of do whatever you want. So I got to hike a big section going south from Flag. Now I'm gonna hike a big section coming south into Flag. So that's what happened to day 5. So I wanted to show you guys this. These are here and there on the AZT. People here in Arizona are cool enough to come out here and cache water for hikers because it's crazy dry out here and there's no like real water sources. Check that out. How awesome is that? So much water. Thank you so much to the people that have come out and done this. You're awesome. Absolutely amazing. So this, my friends, is what I was talking about earlier. This is the section that I really wanted to re-hike because last year when I came through here, I was in a lot of pain because of my knee and I was really trying to get into Flagstaff, and I just blitzed through this and it's so beautiful out here. It's just huge aspen groves, amazing, pine mixed in. It's like this for quite some time, and as it gets higher, the leaves start turning because it's colder up there, so they go from like this green color to more of that yellow aspen color, and man, it's so beautiful. Such an amazing piece of trail. This was totally worth flipping up north for. It's a little chilly this morning, but man, is this forest beautiful. Alright guys, so here is the other section of trail I was talking about wanting to do. So as I said earlier, the two things that I wanted to do was I wanted to redo that awesome section with all the aspen, which was amazing. And the other thing was because I was on a bike and I was going into Flagstaff to resupply, I took the Flagstaff urban route. And the official route is actually called the Equestrian Bypass. So here it is. So that is the way that I took last year to get into Flagstaff, and this is all new trail that I've only hiked a small little bitty portion of it, being here in Flagstaff. But yeah, that is mainly the reason why I wanted to do this section, is to do these two sections over, and again, why not? Might as well. So hike on. Well guys, that is Highway 89, which is what goes into Flagstaff. So, this might be the end of the road for me. Snuggles is actually going to come and pick me up here pretty close. This will be 20 miles for the day. So instead of me trying to find a camp somewhere around this highway, I'm going to get off here, I think. And then whether I'm gonna hike another 20 tomorrow, we'll see what happens. But check this out, I'm about to go under Highway 89. There's this awesome, creepy tunnel. Yeah. How off-putting is that? Spooky. Ooh. That's the end of the line there. As you can see, camping and campfires are prohibited. So I gotta figure out where I'm gonna stay for the night. I think Snuggles coming to pick me up and taking me back to camp sounds like a pretty good idea. Thanks.